Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Inessa and I am an indie author from Toronto, Canada, and I publish under the pen name A Sage. We are doing something really fun today, but before I get into it, I just want to point out for anybody who is new to this channel, essentially what you're going to see here if you subscribe are weekly videos from me talking about all things books. So we talk about authoring, indie publishing, advice on cover design, because I'm also a cover designer, and then I'm also a book coach and an editor, so you'll get a lot of technical and developmental advice as well. And once in a while, we do these really fun planner videos. And by once in a while, I mean once a month, because I am obsessed with stationery and planners, and it's my second passion outside of books. So today we are doing the video I look forward to doing pretty much every single year, and that is the full lineup of next year's planners. So as you can see, there's some notebooks here, there's some planners, but there's quite a few of them. In fact, there were so many that I had to do 2 different stacks. So we're going to go through them. I'm not going to be doing full walkthroughs of these. Some of my more set up kind of planners, I'm going to do separate videos, and I'll kind of throw them out there for the next little while, a few months maybe. I'll probably do a setup video of my main planner and then a setup video of my tarot planner, because there was a request for that one, for an updated version of that one, and a comparison between last year's and this year's. So those 2 videos will be going out next month and the month after. But for now, we're just going to do kind of a lineup video so you can see exactly what it is I am working with this year. Now, I can't guarantee that this is how it will stay for the rest of the year, because I do change my mind quite a bit. However, for now, I've been living in it for a while. I started using pretty much all of these except a couple, and I'll tell you why, in December. And for a full month, I've lived in most of this, and I really, really liked it. So let me just kind of shift things out of the way. I'm going to start with this pile because this is more like a main planner situation, and then we'll move into this pile here. Just making some space, and then we'll go one by one, as we always do, and then we'll bring them all back. So from the top, make it drop, we have our 5-year planner. So this is the Hobonichi 5 years. I will likely do the thing that people say where they kind of continue writing on this side as well, and take it into a full 10-year plan, or 9, I guess, because this will be in the way. But I have never stopped using this. As you can see, I have never skipped a day because I started using it last year. I haven't skipped a day. I filled it out every single night, kind of like when I put the baby to bed, and then before I take my nightly shower, I kind of fill this out. I actually keep it in the bathroom, and then I've already started it for this year, and I love that we're getting so close to filling out the full 5 years. So this is the Hobonichi 5 year. The pen I use is a Sarasa Dry in this, mostly because it dries super fast. And like I said, I do keep this one in the bathroom, so I need it to dry hella fast. It does have a pocket back here. I have nothing in the pocket. This is a Moterm crock, a black crock, and I got this. And I want to say it should be B6 size. Now, what I did have to do, I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this in my older planner video from last year, but I did have to cut the back of the planner of the Hobonichi to fit it in here. But I don't mind, because it always stays in this planner cover. And then when I'm done using it for 10 years, I don't plan on taking it out of this cover. Moterm planner covers are very, very affordable. So in 10 years time, if I need another B6 cover, I will just pick it up. They're usually like $35, $40, and this is real leather, so they're very affordable for covers. But that's the first one that I religiously use every single night. Then we move into my Louis Vuitton MM Ring Agenda. This one I have had for quite some time, and I use this for my for Cauldron Press. So for all my design work, all my design clients, which is why I won't show you some of these filled out tabs. I'll kind of go to the end of the year where it's empty. But I use this for my design clients. But then what I actually changed up this year is, as you can see, I've got different tabs up here. So I'm using this first portion is going to be all my design stuff. So you're going to be able to see, let's see here. I think November is a good month. So I just have a monthly overview and I'll I book in my clients here. So I always book it in on a paper planner. So that is for this planner, but in the back here, what I actually started doing is I started planning my goals a little bit differently. So I am not using the goals sheets that I designed, just to try it out for this term, and we'll see how it goes. I got a printable planner from Etsy. I'm checking it out. I have it divided into yearly goals, quarterly goals, monthly plans, and then in the other section, I have my passwords. So this is kind of a work/goals planner. The reason I did this is because I found that I didn't really need, I have a Hobonichi this year in which I can keep track of to-dos for clients. And then, so I don't need like another planner where I kind of move around back and forth. I only need it for actually booking the clients, and then the rest seemed empty. So I figured, why not transfer some goals in there and see how it goes. Very minimal decor. It's all kind of, I mean, if you can kind of see, I have kind of like a brownish, taupish, natural and gold theme going on just to match the planner. So that's for design work, for cover design. And then we'll go into this little baby here. So this is a desk agenda. It's an LV desk agenda. I am obsessed, just absolutely obsessed with this planner. This is a Hobonichi that I'm using in it. And I really wanted to make it super witch. Oh, sorry, you'll see a reflection of the light. I have a ring light above to kind of see better, but I'm obsessed with this. I wanted a witchy planner. I wanted a year-round witchy planner. I didn't want it just for Halloween. So I'm just in love. I have no words. I love looking at this. The only thing I'm noticing now is I should have laminated this little postcard. So because this clip is leaving some gunk on it. So what I'll do when I get off from filming here, I'll go ahead and do that. But this is a Hobonichi planner, and this planner I will do a walkthrough because there's like a lot that I've been filling out in here. But essentially, this is my main planner. So I started using it in December, as you can see, and I just love it. I use this for everything for my life, pretty much, except there's a couple of things that are going digital, which I'll talk about in a second. And a couple of things that I use in other notebooks and stuff. But for the most part, I use the monthly for my life. I use these weeklies that I just like absolutely really like working in and doing different things with. And then the dailies is where I am doing, switch back, I'm doing all the design to do. So I'm going to keep the dailies as design to do's on one side. And then if I have general notes or journaling I want to do, I'll put it in here. And then that's what we're going to do on the dailies. At least that's the plan. So the Hobonichi is the main live-in planner for this year. And it is like, look how stinking cute all this stuff is. So yeah, watch out for next month because I'm going to do a full like proper walkthrough of this one because I'm in love with it. Then let's do the next Hobonichi on the list. So let's do this one. This is my tarot planner. So this is another walkthrough that's going to be coming up in a couple of months, probably when I have more time to fill it out. But I will link some of my other planner videos throughout so you can see last year's as well. So just watch out for the cards up here somewhere. But this is my tarot card planner. It's pretty much the same as last year. I use it the exact same way. And what I use this for is just going through and doing all of my kind of weekly, daily, and kind of every monthly, every new moon reading. So this is staying very much the same way. Sometimes I decorate it like here. Sometimes I don't. I have some stickers for it. I don't know if I'm going to use them yet. But that's staying for this lineup for this year. The pen I'm using in it is a Sarasa Select multi pen, and this one has 5 colors in it, which works out perfectly because you got the 4 suits plus a black pen to write with. So that's great for color coding. Then another new edition. So this was from my Hobonichi order this year. And of course, when I saw the Aristocats and Marie, I had to get something. And I was going to get pretty much everything Marie, but then I figured I'm never going to use it that way. I do have a fountain pen in here. It's a Hello Kitty fountain pen. It's so freaking cute. It's actually a really good fountain pen. Usually I don't like the ones that you don't fill yourselves, but this one writes pretty good. It's more of a medium point if you're interested. And I got this from Stationery Pal. So back to this one. So this is a cover from Hobonichi. It's one of the fabric covers. It's beautiful. It's got Marie on it. I did do a haul from Hobonichi and all my hauls for setting all this stuff up. So that's going to be linked as well. But this is the final setup of this. And I know when I did the haul, I didn't know, because I have a Stayology in here, I didn't know what I was going to use this for. And you guys, I have decided that I am going to have a reading journal. Never had a reading journal before. This is my first one. I'm pretty excited for it. So what I've done for the setup, since I'm not going to be doing a walkthrough of this and there's very minimal stuff in here, we can do it now. But I've set up kind of a cover page and I've done like a bit more of that bullet journal look to it. Lots of stickers and just some drawing in it. I've set up a 2023 books so I can kind of start writing out when the releases are coming out that I want to read, and I've just started filling that up. And then after that, not much happens, except what I do is I go through and I print out pictures of the books as I'm reading them for the year, and I've kind of started in December. So I started using this a bit earlier, but I'll put the picture of the book cover here and I'll have my notes, my rating, and the date I finished it on. And that's kind of what I'm doing. Like I'm over here right now. I just finished this, so I have to fill this out. I'm actually on first at the moment. But I'm pretty excited for this. As someone who has never had a reading journal, this should be an interesting addition to the lineup. And it just kind of gives me A, something to use this adorable thing for, and B, something to do with all the books I read and kind of remind myself instead of just making like a list of the books that I've read, which I usually do in like my Hobonichi or another planner. This time, I actually have notes on it, ratings, what I thought, and so on and so forth. So going through journals. So I don't know if you can see, but there's like a lot of Kuromi like everywhere. I mean, there's more inside, but I went like a little wild and I got like a whole bunch of Sanrio stuff, but all Kuromi because she's my favorite. But this is an Erin Condren, I guess it's a traveler's notebook in a way. I'm not sure what you would call this because I don't normally use like a string. It's a strings planner, I guess. But I've had this for a while and then I ended up ordering these cute little notebooks from Stationery Pal and it fit perfectly. So I figured I have a spot for this. I got all my junk in the front as always. There's like a ton of different, most of these are from Michael's. This is from an Etsy shop. I'll try to remember where these all 3 are from Michael's. These little clips. So we've got like this little pearl, we've got a heart locket, and then this little cute teacup. And this is from, I'll try to see if I can remember this. I bought this a very long time ago. So if I can find this shop, I will link it below. These clips, which I also had on my main planner, the Hobonichi one, the witchy one, these are clips that I got from a mall near us that has like a ton of stuff directly from Japan and from China. So they have like a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm 1,000% sure that you can actually order all these from like AliExpress for probably 40 cents. And I paid way more than that. But I got these like so long ago that it seemed worth it at the time. Then I have an Erin Condren pen loop right here because it holds my, of course, Sanrio Kuromi pen. And then we get into the planner. So this is more of a notebook. Ta-da! Like I said, obsessed. This is like a full like Hello Kitty kind of thing that they had. So I just bought every single notebook. They're just regular notebooks, but they're super cute on the inside. They all have the same kind of printout on the inside as the covers do. So it's super cute. I put a little pocket from the Coffee Monster Soul in here just to make it extra adorable with a little pink bow because it fits the whole Sanrio vibe. And then we got a clip here to mark off where I am. And then this thing again is ruining my clip. So we're going to do some readjusting. That hand is just not paper friendly or plastic friendly, I guess. So my plan for this journal is to use it as kind of a manifestation journal. So I've been trying to really keep up with my manifesting, and I had other journals for it before, but I never had like a full proper setup for manifestation. So I figured, why not do it here? I've got like some Erin Condren stickers in the back that are like sweet and matte. So I thought, I have this planner, I'm never going to use it. I got all these like adorable notebooks that I definitely want to use. So why not use it here? So that is this planner. So that's another new addition to the year. And now we kind of have these two. And these two go, we should make sure we're in the frame. These go hand in hand. So we have a Moleskine notebook, just a very large, the biggest Moleskine notebook that I think I've had, and just a regular lined notebook, nothing super fancy here. It's got the regular pocket in the back, and I've got like a whole bunch of cards back here, which actually I was looking for these. These are more cards from, it's a shop, let me try, from Nickery, I think how you say it, I'm not sure. But I will also link that below because they are probably my favorite shop. It's just the cutest little designs on it. And then this is from White Stag stickers, I believe they used to be called. And now it's something Misfits. Again, everything will be linked. So these are just art prints that are laminated so I don't destroy them, which is what I should have done with one of these that I had in my other planner. So this notebook, so I'm using this and this in conjunction for my coaching and editing business. However, I am also using Notion for that. So Notion is where all my clients have their client portals right now. And it's just easier because I can house all their contracts, their sheets from when we have our calls, just everything that they need, different like homework and stuff that I assigned for them for the week. So everything they need is in Notion. It's just easier for them. It's easier for me to upload. We don't have to go back and forth on email and track it down. There's a portal and everything is there. And I'm kind of using that on Notion Planner to also kind of sort of digitally plan out like where everybody falls. However, if you know me, you know that digital planning and me, we work, but we don't work as well as all of this stuff. And so I, of course, had to have just a planner as well. I didn't want anything massive like all the other ones I have. And so I got this Erin Condren, which, you know, I didn't want something massive, but this is actually like quite large, but because it's not a quill planner, it's very, very thin. So it doesn't take up that much space, which I love. So this is a regular Erin Condren life planner. So again, I'm not going to go into inside because you're gonna see stuff for clients, but maybe we can go like again further in the day. I will link this planner below so you can see it. The way that I'm using it is I'm basically just kind of jotting for myself roughly in here where the clients fall and what I have to do for them, what's due, and stuff like that. And then in here, dividing it out by kind of like editing and coaching and anything kind of extra in here, because this is very nice that you can divide it into halves here. So that's how I'm using this planner, and I'm kind of keeping my goals and things for coaching in here. And then I'm taking the bulk of this that I need so that the clients can also see it. So like whatever I need from here that needs to be seen by both me and the clients, it gets transferred into Notion. But this is obviously just for me. It's very rough. I don't put a lot of work into it. I don't really use stickers. I just kind of go for it. And then this notebook here is hand in hand with it because a lot of times when I edit or especially when I'm doing any kind of developmental read-throughs for clients and stuff like that, I want to take notes, right? And then I also make notes for myself because as like I am certified, I'm certified as a technical writer, and I have been for years and years and years. However, there's always new things to learn. There are grammar changes, surprisingly, and there's just different things that you might like. I can't store everything in my head, and so of course I use references. I use Chicago Manual of Style. I use all my dictionaries and everything. But again, there's some stuff that you use it often enough that it's nice to kind of have rules and things that you've set for yourself nearby. And so that also goes in this planner here. So any notes I might make as I'm reading through, I'm using this. Now, when I have client calls, when we have our sessions for coaching, I use Notion for that. Because it's just easier to have everything typed up over there, and then the client can just see it right away after the call, and they can print it out for themselves if they need to. So that is this planner here. So that's these two. Again, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think that's it. Usually it's a lot more, right? So I'm a little bit surprised, but let's take a look at them all over again. Let's see, pile them all up. Make sure I have everything in the frame for you. And that is what we're looking at for 2023. This is the full 2023 lineup. So let me know what you're using in 2023. If you are a stationery planner junkie like me, please comment below and tell me what you're using. I'd love to see what planners you're using. And if you're using any of these, definitely let me know because I'd like to kind of see who else uses the same planners that I do because I'm a nerd like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been so waiting to do this video because I'm so excited about all of these and I have started using them already and they're fantastic. But thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching all this stuff. And we're actually getting closer to the release of a Grave Roast, which, by the way, if you don't know, I have Paranormal Cozy that's on a lower pre-order price right now. So just make sure you check in the comments if you want to grab a copy. Well, it's 99 cents to pre-order. And we're getting like a really good hype. So I'm super excited about it. It's a really big release for me. And that's going to be exciting. So we're going to do a live release party here the day on the 23rd, the day that it comes out. So stay tuned for news on that. I'll post it in the community and I'll post it all over my social, so you know what to expect. I'll also be having a bunch of giveaways. There's going to be a ton of giveaways that day, but there's also going to be another giveaway in the Facebook group, Cozy Mystery Party. There's also some podcast things that I might have to do giveaways on. So a lot is going on. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I leave you with this pile. As always, thank you for hanging out with me. If you subscribe, thank you so much for subscribing. I'm so pumped that you're here. We're building this community together. And with that said, stay magical and I will talk to you next week. Bye.